Hello my dudes. Now, I don't really know how to organize this video, but as you can tell from the title, we are exploring the wonderful world of My Notion today. As for all of you uncultured swines out there who don't know what that is, Notion markets themselves as an application that helps users create their own systems for knowledge management, note-taking, data management, project management, among others. Don't understand that? Me neither. It's essentially an app that helps you go from absolutely disheveled with not a single organization bone in your body to one of those extremely aesthetic and organized Instagram queens that you see on your feed that make you wish your life wasn't in absolute shambles. Just a disclaimer for all of you out there, Notion is not responsible if this change doesn't occur overnight. I mean, I'm Exhibit A. Also, I should mention that this video is in no way, shape, or form actually sponsored by Notion, however much I wish it would be. I just really like the app and would definitely recommend it if you're looking for a way to spice things up with your organization. Furthermore, if you're looking for a how-to video to set your Notion up and how to use it, I can say with confidence that this isn't one. Take any and all advice with an entire ocean of salt. Enough rambling from me, let's go look at some pretty Notion pages, shall we? Personally, I like to use Notion as a way to keep track of my academic life, with a couple pages for school deadlines and projects, as well as a way to store some personal things like film analyses I've written, and to organize personal projects like Fade into Color. I have 6 main pages on my Notion, 3 of which are for school, 1 of which is for bullet journaling, 1 of which is for Fade into Color, and 1 of which is for any miscellaneous documentation. One thing I really like doing is customizing all of my Notion pages by adding weird and quirky gifs of memes as the cover icon, and also decorating the pages with a custom banner. One thing you can do is change these to emojis and to one of the pre-generated banners, but yes, I preferred colossally tragic and undoubtedly overused memes to represent my pain and suffering. So these first 2 pages are undoubtedly probably the most important on here. The one called Deadlines has everything from my uni application deadlines to the date of my next test. A motif here is that they're all big and scary and I don't like dealing with any of them. We avoid looking here when it's not needed. Productivity is basically a page where I like to put all of my homework and smaller tasks that I need to do. I also like to break down the big scary tasks in the last page and dump them in here to make them more manageable. I've organized them to have subjects, due dates, and a state of completion in order to help me stay more organized. The tasks which I finish simply disappear from the list, and because I decided to play around with the settings one day, bam, downright magic. In all seriousness, you have to click the little filter button and set up the command so that the task with a specific tag is not available in the specific view you're in, which may sound complicated. I can assure you it's not. That brings me to my next point. You thought the table view was cool? Man, you clearly have not seen the calendar view or the gallery view or the board view. You can add a bunch of different views to a page and you can toggle between them using this button. My last page for school is Pedagogy Ragbag, and as you can tell from the title, I very much enjoy giving my pages a very smart sounding name with vocabulary absolutely no one has ever heard of in their life. Thank you wordhippo.com. It's also why the names of my Spotify playlists are so long and horrendous. Since I mostly use Google Drive for school and for notes taken online, the pieces in here are just things I need to remember for individual coursework projects that I cannot be bothered to make an entire Google Doc for. Also more university stuff. Memorandum is similar to the last page. It's the same concept and the same layout, except for the other, dare I say, more important things like film analyses, totally legal folders for movies and books, and potential Discord statuses. Yes, I am that girl. I will advocate for Discord with my life, and anyone who disagrees with me is utterly incorrect. Hashtag Discord for life. I like using the gallery view for these pages just to spice it up a little, and it means that I can see cards of what's inside of them, rather than looking at a boring old list view. Next, we have Fade into Colors page. This is basically where I keep all of the top secret information. I have a calendar with posting dates and what I'm posting. I have story ideas, post ideas, videos ideas, scripts for videos like this one, and I have a list of hashtags that I use for my posts. Overall, I really like the homepage because of the aestheticism that it brings to the table, and I think it's really handy because I'm not panicking about what to post every week, and it's a nice dump space for ideas whenever I have any, which I will admit isn't very often. So, where does this leave us now? Ah yes, last but not least, my bullet journaling page. Now, hold on tight boys, trying to explain this one is going to be an endeavor. Okay, so homepage, very much like Fade into Color at a first glance, right? Wrong. This one is more serpentine. Obviously, this page had to be a mixture of aestheticness and memes, hence the everything is burning gif and the nice header. Let's address the elephant in the room, shall we? The horrendous tagline. Organize everything in your life in one place. Before you come at me, I did not make that. So when you use a Notion template or one of their preset pages, they give you a bunch of these really nice, totally lovely professional bylines and titles. And since my bullet journaling page was my first page, I took one of these pages and completely redid it to fit my style and system. However, I could not think of a more satirical, contemptuous, and more acrimonious byline at the time, and I totally forgot about it until filming this video. Moving swiftly along, on the left here, we have individual trackers for every month. Since some of the spreads in my bullet journal are quite intricate, and on some days I'm either too tired or too overloaded with work to journal, I track everything online first and then fill it out in my physical bullet journaling when I'm free. On the right, we have more trackers and such, but these are more generalized trackers for collective spreads that I've done in my bullet journal. The first one is for tracking movies and shows that I watch, the second is books, third is restaurants I've eaten at and places I've been to, fourth is a record of dishes I've made myself and useful cooking tips, and last but not least, the fifth page is the dump space of quotes I want to turn into quote pages. Jesus Christ, that was a lot to say. That's pretty much the entirety of my Notion for now. I've had other pages that I've created, like my exam schedule and things I have to do for it, but I don't really use them anymore since, well, exams are over. Praise the exam gods for ending my suffering. But that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed my endless schmooze of vulgarisms and lexicons about my Notion setup. As always, stay funky and everything is less than 3.